All right, I'm live. Hi, friends. Greetings and blessings. Hi, happy Monday. I wanted to hop on today because I have a lot that I want to share about leadership. Now, first thing I want to say is that we all have heard the term be the change you wish to see in the world. And elders and spiritual awakened teachers and leaders have shown us this for generations. They've been teaching us that we are the ones we've been waiting for. You will experience the healing when you heal. If you want to really be able to land with others, then you need to be congruent. Today was a very powerful day. I just got out of a 3-hour session with a client. I had another very powerful session with my community this afternoon. And it's really an honor to start to move into these spaces where we are speaking our truth, showing up, even if it's uncomfortable, even if people don't want to hear it. There are many, many layers to who we are and why we show up and why we don't show up. And in these times, I'm really calling forward those of you who feel stagnant and want change to step more into the realms of transformation, transmutation by letting yourself connect to the power of community of support, whether you're joining my community or someone else's community, or you're part of a community and family that wants to help you. We need to ask for help and show up and be willing to do things differently in order to get different results. So I want to talk a little about what leadership is and what it's not. If you guys are watching this in the future, you can put in hashtag replay. If you're watching now, you can put in hashtag now and I'll know you're here. And I'm going to post a link for the leadership circle below so that if you are called into leadership and you want to find out more about what I'm up to in this upcoming immersion, you can get into that link. I'm going to post it, cross-post it on a bunch of pages and spaces. So leadership is a very interesting path. It's a path that really is about using your power to serve. Now, the old faces of leadership have to do with the top-down authority model, like the parent model, where there's the mom and dad, and then everyone does what they say. I want to present to you the possibility that awakened leadership is more rooted in forms of indigenous council where everyone gets to have a voice and everyone gets to bring their gifts and the medicine to the table. And we need that. We need that right now. We need people who are willing to speak up, show up, and be willing to be at the edge of their growth. Now, when I went through very intense leadership training in 2015, what I found 2018 was that it was very unsettling for my nervous system. And it seemed very much to be rooted in the mindset of being very uncomfortable in order to grow. And what I know now is that being uncomfortable in order to grow can feel very emotionally unsafe and unstable. And learning how to really ground yourself and do what we call energy hygiene is absolutely essential to be able to be in congruency with your words and your actions in your body. I can't say that I'm a master at this, and I can't say that I've always been able to do this. But what I can say, honestly, is that I have been working with this way of decolonizing my brain and my body in order to come to a place of no longer needing to fight to be heard, to prove myself to be loved, to justify my desires to be provided for and to have my needs met. And what this enables me to do is to practice showing up authentically, compassionately, with presence in leadership, and holding space for everyone else to show up in leadership alongside me in the circle. Now, leadership is not about, I'm not talking about
everyone else to show up in leadership.
Shh. Sorry. So now I'm not talking here about kind of working with the systems here. I'm not talking about the top-down model of leadership. I'm talking about the power to lead through example and the ability to absolutely behold everyone else in the circle and everyone else's voice. Maybe this is what democracy is about. It's about everybody's voice being heard, everyone being uplifted. And in awakened leadership, what we have is we have different models, different archetypes that play different roles. For example, you could have the visionary for a team, someone who holds the vision. You can have the healer, somebody who holds the nurturing energy. You can have the seer, the oracle, the one who can read and divinate. You can have the peacemaker, the one who does the nonviolent communication. And perhaps you can relate with all of these and many of these particular roles and identities. And perhaps these different roles and identities, you can see some are stronger and some are less strong. If you want to learn more about the archetypes, I did a intro workshop on this topic, and you can text me the word free and I'll send you the free workshop link of the replay from Compassionate Leadership Training. And if you know that you want more support in being in leadership in a way that supports your community, your family, your business, the world, your tribe, then perhaps you'd like to join the leadership circle that I've created for Awaken Life Tribe, which has to do with working with finding your voice, speaking out and showing up, whether it's on social media, whether it's in your physical community, whether it's in your family, where we'll be working with these archetypes of divine awakened leadership rooted in the heart, where we'll be doing masterminding and also doing a little bit of manifesting. It's a lot more practical and structural, but there's always a little bit of magic. There's a link below if you feel called to be in a container to work on leadership work, and you can click on that and access that if you want to join. If you have any questions, you can post below. What does it take to be in leadership in a way that's sustainable? What does it take to be in leadership in a way that's the new paradigm? Well, I enter this thought that simply showing up authentically, compassionately, honestly, in a way that enables you to speak your truth for the benefit of all beings is the first step. Making sure that you are actually showing up. And so I want to invite you to consider saying hello, saying hi. Mention below, say, hey, I'm listening. So if you're watching in the future, put hashtag replay. Or if you're watching now, put hashtag now. And consider that showing up is a first step But even before that is the work to be in the integrity of the embodied intention. So how I work with this at Awaken Life School is that we train to embody our prayer by working with the energies of Mother Earth, by working with the emotional, spiritual, and mental bodies in a way that integrates the different parts of you. Now, it sounds complicated, but it's actually not. Once you receive instructions, it's no longer complicated and it's actually easy and accessible. But in order to move through any resistance on stepping into more leadership, it can be uncomfortable. We spent a few hours today. I just got out of a 3-hour session with a client who is changing a relationship status that she's in currently. And it's very powerful to be able to hold space for somebody in a way where they get to find their own answers and their own guidance. The new face of leadership, and I say this as a work in progress, is not telling people what to do alone, but is bringing out the best qualities in other people around us. That said, if you feel that you're giving and trying and trying and trying to help people, but you're not receiving back, you may be operating from a mindset that it's your job to fix them instead of the mindset that it's your job to support others to heal and awaken with their power. There is no reason that we cannot empower each other to have our own realizations, our own insights, our own breakthroughs. Except that when you show up, even right now, it's very uncomfortable for me. I'm live. People may not be listening, or they might just be like, yeah, she's trying to sell me. Or, yeah, she's just talking shit. Like, I don't care. So where am I going to source the power and the confidence to continue to do my dharma? Let's see. Nobody's coming to save me. You have the power. I have the power. We have the power within us to move through the resistance and the blockages that keep us from experiencing and achieving the goals to change the world, but we have to be willing to change how we do things. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and thinking that you're going to get a different result. So perhaps what you need is to look at the ways that you're thinking about leadership and the ways that you're going about change and creating transformation as a result of your personal transformation. So if you've watched this far, let me know what you think. Let me know how this lands. Let me know if this resonates with you. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video, and I'm sending you big blessings and gratitude. I'll put a link below for the leadership circle that's forming for Awaken Life Tribe. We already have a really sweet group in there. And the idea is that leadership is not limited by your path of your job alone, but being in leadership is something that you can live into by choosing how you walk your path and by doing the inner work to embody the different aspects of possibility so that you can empower people without having power over them, but having power with them. Thanks so much for checking out this video. I hope it serves you in a good way. Feel free to share any takeaways below or reach out to me. You can click this to check out the info on the leadership circle or simply message me to get any more information. Love you guys. Thanks for checking this out. Bye for now.